Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos HQ. So guys, today I have bought a new project for us to get into, and it's an electric van. Yeah, this is my first electric van. I have done a previous one which was for Mark. He bought a Nissan Townstar electric van. He asked me to repair it on the channel, get it all fixed up for him. So that was his, but this one is actually one that I personally have bought. So yeah, we're gonna bring it in. I'm gonna show you what we've got. We're gonna have a look at it. We're gonna see how it is, see how it goes. Yeah, it's an electric vehicle, so who knows what we will find, but you know, you have to try, right? I'm a trier. Before we get into it, guys, if you haven't already, don't forget, like, share and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate all the support. So let's get into it. I'll bring it in. I'll show you what we've got. Let's do this. Right. Okay, guys, you saw the thumbnail. This is a Nissan ENV200 electric van. Full electric. It's not hybrid, it's not dirty diesel, it is electric, guys. I've been wanting to get into and just try an electric van for a while now of my own. I've done Mark's Nissan Townstar, but I wanted to get my own van. I wanted to have a look at it. I wanted to sort of get into it and just to see what it was like and what interest people would be interested in buying this kind of van. And don't get me wrong, once I'm finished with this, I am actually going to drive this around, put a couple of 100 miles on it just to see what it's like to drive, the range, and all those bits and pieces, to see what it's like. So yeah, an electric van, guys. This has obviously got some front end damage. You can see it there. This is a Cat S. It's a 2017 reg, this van, and it's got 63,000 miles on the clock. I'll show you that when we get in there as well. There's a little bit of damage inside as well that we've got to sort out and get repaired, but nothing that we haven't done before, basically. So yeah, the only thing that we might struggle with this is that this might have Nissan Gateway locked out of the system. Do you remember last time on Mark's Nissan Townstar, we was completely locked out? It had to go somewhere else to be cleared, whatever. So that might have to happen again. I just really don't know. This is a 17 plate, 2017 reg, 16, so it might not lock you out. I don't know yet. We have to find out exactly how that goes. So yeah, we're obviously going to do a damage assessment. We're going to remove all the front end, see what's going on. I think, in fact, I probably know that crash bar has been pushed in that way on that crash bar. So we've got to replace the crash bar, the rad pack, bumper, bonnet, headlights, wing as well on this side. I think the other wings on the other side's okay, but this side definitely got to be repaired. We've got to strip it all down. But we've got to be, when you do it with these electric vehicles, you have to be careful because of the high voltage cables that are going into the charger at the front. So you've really got to be careful with that. And we're going to have to remove, when we do this, we've got to disconnect the 12 volt battery first of all. Then we've got to remove the main fuse that connects the battery in the middle. I'll show you that in a minute where that is. That's on the inside. I've already researched this van as well. Before I bought this, I wanted to do a little bit of research just to see, you know, what it was all about. So, yeah. But there's a couple of bits around it. There's the actual panels and that are not that bad. It's the front end where it had the whack. That's where most of the damage is. But there's some little bits of wear and tear around the vehicle. I'm going to show you around first. Two side loading doors. There's one this side, there's one on the other side as well. This rear tail light cluster has been obviously damaged and taped up by someone, previous owner. So we're going to have to get another one of them as well. So replace that one. The other side's okay. It's just that one. We have got a bit of a dent in the door on the back here. Don't know if I can show you that. Yeah, you can see it there. So I'm hoping that from the other side we can sort of just knock it back out and sort of see how we go with that. Still got a little bit of sign writing on the side of the van as well, so we'll have to mop and polish the whole van as well, right round, just to get rid of all the writing, because you can still see it in a few areas. Like that there, see it? I think it's come from Camden Council, I think. So, yeah, I'm assuming it's had a service history. I haven't got no service history with this one, no paperwork, no booklets, nothing. So, but I'm assuming it has, because it's a council vehicle, and they normally maintain their vehicles pretty good. Sometimes, I think most of them are on lease, and then obviously it's part of the lease is to sort of deal with any maintenance or any bits and pieces like that. But yeah, it's not that, they're not that big, but they're just, I think they're a little bit bigger than the actual Peugeot. The Peugeot Citroen vans, Citroen Berlingos, and those kind of vans. I think they're a little bit bigger, this one. But yeah, that's the damage. So apart from the back, let me just show you the inside before we get in the inside, guys. Insurance company. It drives, one key. So yeah, not too bad. When it comes to that. Now, let me show you the inside, because this is where it gets a little bit funny. Straight away, you can see that the airbag's gone off on the steering wheel, which is not a problem. We can do that. We've changed them before. It hasn't gone off on the dash because it hasn't got one on the dash, so that's good. I probably would have stayed away from it. If it went off in the dash, I probably would have stayed away. But because it's only the steering wheel, not too bad. Let me show you the inside, and straight away, look at that chair. Now, these chairs on these vans, they suffer from this badly, because of the height, and you're getting in and out. You're constantly sort of, in and out, and you're constantly whacking that bolster. So I have spoken to a guy that I know who does all my seat repairs, upholstery, and chairs for cars. Just waiting for him to get back to me to tell me if he can take this apart, redo the actual bolster, the foam, and then recover it as well with a bit of fabric or whatever he can. So I've sent him some pictures. I'm just waiting for him to get back to me on that one. But it's repairable. If it's not repairable, it's replaceable. Just got to find a seat in the same for the same van that will replace it. What else? Seat belts. They have gone as well, because it's part of the airbag system basically, and as soon as you get involved in an accident, obviously there was no passenger, because there was just this seat belt was obviously across the guy like that. And then once the seatbelts went off, it locked him in there. So that was it's a safety thing. The passenger one hasn't. It's just stayed there, but it has gone off. So we've got to replace that as well. So we've got to take both seats out, and then replace these seatbelts. We've got to get the airbag module cleared as well on this one. Normal stuff. Once the airbags go off, you have to replace them, or you have to get them cleared before. Well, you have to replace all the parts. Replace the seatbelts. Get the airbag module cleared, and then we'll know if it's a case of just plugging it back in and putting an OBD scanner on it and clearing it to see if it will go. If not, it's got to go somewhere that's got Nissan gateway system, so we can get all this back working as it should. Now, I've looked into it as well. It's down there. It's underneath all this centerpiece here is where the main fuse for the actual high voltage battery, the main fuse is under there on a plate, and the airbag module is under there as well in the center. So we're gonna have to get this stripped out and get it cleared. But that's where it is. It's down there. It's got this really nice sort of normal sort of. Do you know the Nissan Leaf that we did? It had that slidey little mouse thing. This one looks like it's just a normal gear shifter. It's sort of obviously an automatic because of it's an electric vehicle. So yeah, and this is the Ascenta version to the van. So you get air conditioning, a few bits and pieces. You even get a reversing camera on this one as well. Doesn't come up there. The camera comes up there. So let's start it up. Well, start it up. It's not even a start up, is it? It's just a. Yeah, it's not. I'm so used to saying that. Anyway, foot on the brake. Press the start button, and it all comes to life. So you can see it all there. So let me just. That noise is this door bleeping like that. So let me just show you a little bit closer to this. So this is the dash. Obviously got speedo. It's ready to go, so it will move. And I actually drove it in here, so it does actually go into gear and it will move. So if I put it into reverse, you can see the reversing camera is right there, which is pretty cool. So yeah. But it is into reverse, and I can put it into drive. You can tell it says D there. It says actually the back doors are open, but they're not. They're shut. So I don't know if there's a little catch or something that's not right. Over here, you've got these errors, and you've got that airbag lights are on here, and I'm not sure what that is at the top there. So we'll have to sort of look into that one there. But it does move, and it does, it does drive. So if I take the handbrake down, it'll go forward like this. And then if I stick it in reverse and let go of the brake, she goes back. And I'm up on the ramp. So yeah, I've just got to look into these lights here. I'm assuming it's got a normal handbrake as well, which is good. It's better than the old foot brake that was on this Nissan Leafs. But yeah, I've just got to look into these lights to see, what is going to need to be done. That's the trouble, because it's so high. You're constantly sort of in and out on that bolster. That's why it's done that. So we've got these. Was the lights on? I didn't put the lights on, did I? Yeah, the lights are off. So, but it's got daytime running lights at the bottom. Those are actual daytime. That's your daytime running lights. There's one there. There's one at the bottom. So, yeah. It's actually got quite a lot of stuff in this van. For a little electric vehicle, it's got electric windows, electric mirrors. That's just a timer thing. Oh, it don't, does it? It does, guys. It comes with an LED. This was definitely some sort of maintenance vehicle / cancel van. Definitely. So we've got that. I've got a couple of buttons down here. One's traction control. The other one is for pedestrians. So you can turn on and off. Yeah, comes on the dash there, look. So it's the pedestrian noise. Like a warning. Eco mode. Lock and the charger. I know that's to lock the doors. Done the charger one. So down here, let me show you this, look. Heated steering wheel and heated front seats for the winter. How cool is that? I didn't change my range. I put them back on because I was going to see if it changes my range. But it didn't change the actual mileage that I've got down the bottom there. So maybe let's come off the 12 volt. I'm not sure. But yeah, so it's nice. It's all right. It's well equipped. I've got to be honest. It's got a stereo, CD player. There's no CD. Aux, TV, yeah, telephone as well, so you can pair your telephone to it as well. But let me show you, which is more important really on these, is the health of the actual battery pack that's underneath. The health of the battery pack, all right? Let me shut that noise up. So, over here, on this bit, you'll see, I'm just moving this here. So I'm pressing that, and that's going to change that. So at the minute, it's 52%. We're at 52% charge, and we've got 48 miles in range at the minute. So looking at those numbers, you're probably, realistically, you're probably looking at 70 miles, I reckon, that you'll get out of this. 70 miles. It's probably a good sort of average miles for that. But if I keep going through, that is the temperature of the battery. Tells you if it's hot or cold. Now, this is the one that's very, very important. This is the battery capacity. So it's basically, or condition, battery efficiency. It's kind of that sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? But this is very, very important to know if the battery health is still okay. And as you can see, it hasn't even dropped 1 bar at all on this. I think it should have 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Was it 10? 10? Not sure. But it's full anyway. It hasn't dropped any on the battery, and that's good. That's a good thing. That means that it's still there. It's still up where it should be. It gives you a bit more information there. Top speed, driving distance, times, going to the vision. I think this here, this tells me the charge, if it's got a fast charger, 6 kilowatt or 3 kilowatt. So this one definitely got the 6 kilowatt and the 3 kilowatt. So you can charge at those sort of charging speeds, I think. I'm not an expert on this, guys. I'm not an expert. So we've just got to sort of bear with me, and you know, we'll work it out as we go, basically. But if anyone's got a Nissan ENV200, drop a comment in down below. Let me know, guys. Let everyone know, you know, if I've missed anything, or you know, any suggestions. Like I said, it's only got 63,000. So it's only done 63,000 total, and yeah, it's gonna be, I think, are they in demand? Do people want to try electric vehicle, electric van? Is there tradesmen out there that's going to want, you know, white man vans, or plumbers, electricians, just go into a site? If electrician or carpenter is just going to a site that is 30 miles away, 20 miles away from their house, there and back, this is perfect. This will do that easy. So you can, and I think it's a really, really cheap way of getting miles out of this. I think it's got to be about £2 to get 70 miles. But you'll never get £2 with a dirty diesel like my truck. You'll never get 70 miles for £2. So yeah, I don't know at the minute. We're We're going to do the whole van. We're going to put it all back together. I'm going to drive it around. I might have someone already interested in this van as well. Someone's been asking me for a while now. Would you be able to find me an electric van? Would you be able to find me an electric van? Kept on at me. And there was just none out there really that I wanted to sort of go for. But this popped up and I thought, do you know what? I'm going to go for it. I haven't bought it for him. I bought it for me. But eventually I'm going to show him and say, look, I have got an electric van. If you're interested, I'll put your name down first. Let me know. And then once it's all finished, you can have a look and then we can make a decision and go like that. But yeah, and I'm definitely going to be, if this goes well, I'm definitely going to be looking out for more electric vans, because if the demand's there, it's what they're all saying, it's supply and demand is what they say. But let me just open this, show you what's in here. Like that. So I want to show you the engine bay now. Engine bay. See, it's just so used to saying it. It's not an engine bay because there's no engine. It's an electric motor. So, but yeah, loads of space. It's a tiny, tiny motor in it, really. Look how much space is around. It's crazy. But you can see that these are the high voltage lines. These go to the battery pack underneath. And they go forward. One's the CHAdeMO and one's the other one. Like I know what I'm talking about. But looking at that, to me, that the actual slam panel is okay. Don't think the rad pack is okay because you can see it pushed in forward there. See all the fan has been moved in. So there's definitely something going on there. So I reckon the crash bar has pushed that rad pack at the bottom, because I can't quite see that there. I don't know whether or not actually those legs have been hit as well and moved. The actual leg on that side looks like it's could possibly be bent over, so it might have to go to the body shop on this one as well. I reckon that leg there don't look that straight. Look, can you see it? Just trying to show you. It kind of sort of bends out a little bit. So, but we don't know. The leg's there. That's not actually the leg. That's the crash bar, isn't it? So it could be. Yeah, it might have twisted it a little bit, but we don't know. But whatever happens, we're going to be sending it away, get it to the body shop, let them straighten it back up and whatever, do the stuff. But yeah, this one actually looks quite straight, so maybe this side's okay, and it just needs to move that side. I don't know, but we'll get into that. We'll get the front end off. We'll have a look at it. We'll see what damage is behind, what we need to, order, what we need to repair, and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I might actually go over and see. I've got someone that's got some parts for this, and I might go and see him just to see what he's got. Because obviously, if he's got the steering wheel, the seat belts, maybe the front. He did say to me, I've got someone interested that's got some parts for me, but I don't know exactly what he's got. So, yeah, there we go. That is the Nissan NV200 electric van. I'm going to show you the back, because it is a little bit. Let's have a look. So yeah, a little bit dirty in here, isn't it? So sides are okay. That's okay. The bulkhead, that's fine. This floor, this definitely needs to be replaced. So we're going to have to get another bit of sheet apply, and we're going to have to replace the whole back floor, because can't leave it like that. Not at all. But apart from the floor, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I reckon that seat cover, let's come in here. This seat cover definitely went on that front seat. They covered it up, definitely. So, yeah. Do you know what the other thing as well I haven't found in this van as well, and I have to order them? No chargers. I've got no charging cables for this, so can't at the minute can't charge it. All I've got is 50 for that 50 miles range, and that's it. I can't actually charge this vehicle, but I want to sort of get all the parts together, make a list, see what we need, and we'll go from there. We've got to stick this back as well, so that's all coming down, so we have to stick that back up as well, see how we go with that. And it's got like this carpet stuff that's at the back. Don't know, it's really not, it's actually quite a nice van. Getting used to it. I'm looking at it more and more thinking, yeah, do you know what, I think it's all right. I think it's going to be all right. So yes, there we go. Right, guys, that is going to be the end of today's video for now. Don't forget, like, share and subscribe if you can. I really appreciate all the support. We're going to get into this one on the next video. We're going to strip it all down and we'll go from there. But for now, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget, give the video a thumbs up. See you soon in the next one. Take care.